Superman fans to another Speeding Bulletin for the week August 31st to September 6th. My name's Steve Younis and I'm here at Lake Krakenbach at the Snow. This week in Superman news, for Smallville fans, we saw the lawsuit continue with the judge deciding that it will go to trial, and here's what else happened during this week. And now, after a 5-hour drive, I'm back home and ready to tell you that in movie news, the September 2012 edition of Cineplex magazine features a story on Henry Cavill talking about his role as Superman for Man of Steel. He says, "I don't let the pressure get to me because that's going to hinder my performance and therefore let people down. So I choose to ignore the pressure side of it and focus on doing justice to Superman." You can download a PDF of the complete article at the Cineplex magazine website. Michael Shannon spoke to the media while attending the Venice Film Festival in Italy last Thursday, recalling that he nearly had a seizure when director Zack Snyder cast him to play the role of General Zod for the upcoming Man of Steel. He said, "I would have never seen that coming in a million years." Get Glue are offering Superman fans a chance to unlock a Man of Steel Coming Soon sticker promoting the June 14, 2013 release of the upcoming movie. To unlock the sticker, you must watch the Man of Steel teaser trailer on the getglue.com website. In TV news, a judge has decided that the arguments over whether the creators of Smallville were robbed of profits by Warner Brothers will be decided by a jury in the ongoing lawsuit. The trial will continue sometime in October. Fans often dream about what it would be like if such and such a character came up against another character from a different universe, and sometimes the companies who own those characters manage to make it happen. Then there are other times when the deal falls through and a project remains unseen. Such is the case with a proposed Justice League Transformers crossover pitched by artist Phil Younis, who made available a couple of pieces of art this week, one of which shows Megatron clutching Superman's tattered cape. The LA Times Hero Complex posted a video chat with Neil Adams discussing the classic oversized 1978 comic book Superman vs. Muhammad Ali.
This is the reintroduction of Superman. I got to reintroduce Superman to anybody who hadn't read the Superman comic book. You read this and you go, oh, that's Superman. I get it. Battling in space with aliens, fighting for the Earth, just like Ali is fighting in the ring.
That's right.
Superman comics we reviewed this week included Justice League 12, which was reviewed by Ralph Silver, who said, "If I could give this issue a 6, I would," and so he rated it a 5 out of 5. Superman Annual number 1 was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who called it a pleasant read, and he gave it a 4 out of 5. Adam also reviewed Young Justice number 19, giving it a 5 out of 5, saying, "Constantly the best book DC has been publishing." Superman Family Adventures number 4 was reviewed by Mark Pritchard, who said, "These stories have hit their stride," and he gave it a 5 out of 5. Mark also reviewed Smallville Season 11, Chapter 15, deferring his score, saying, "I'm going to reserve formal judgment on this issue as a whole until we see what gets paid off and how." Comic books available this week from September 5th include Action Comics number 0, which is available in a variant cover, a digital combo pack, and a black and white variant cover. Earth 2 number 0 is also available in a variant cover. World's Finest number 0 has a variant cover available as well. Smallville Season 11 number 5. Superman Chronicles Volume 10 trade paperback. And Teen Titans Volume 1, It's Our Right to Fight trade paperback. With Superman and Wonder Woman becoming romantically involved within the pages of Justice League number 12, here are a selection of other Superman and Wonder Woman items you might like to collect. Like this Wonder Woman Don't Tell Superman t-shirt, available for $24.99. The younger fans will love this Superman and Wonder Woman personalised book for just $17.95. These and other great Superman and Wonder Woman products are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, fans in the town of Hutchinson, Kansas, have started a campaign to get their town's name officially changed to Smallville, Kansas. Their Facebook page reads, "We believe that the city of Hutchinson has enough in common with the fictitious town of Smallville, Kansas to warrant the changing of our lovely hometown's name. We'll let you know if their campaign is successful or not." The Superman homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for another month. The 3 questions we're asking you this time around are: What is the name of the crypto mouse seen in the current Superman Family Adventures comic book series? What is the name of the crypto mouse seen in the current Superman Family Adventures comic book series? What type of crustaceans does Kitty Kowalski liken Kryptonian crystals to in the movie Superman Returns? And what is Supergirl's full Argoan name in Superman the Animated Series? If you think you know the answer to all three questions, come by the site now to submit your entry. That's all the Superman news there was for the week August 31st to September 6th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. Today, I have a question for you. Who is the real Superman, and will he please step forward? The reason I ask this question is because there are as many opinions or more as there are actual looks, actual styles, actual personalities, actual relationships, actual storylines of Superman. Recently I've been seeing very often with the new 52 and with new versions of movies and with new designs on costumes and new cartoons and new kinds of other things. I've seen the argument waging, people attacking each other, people saying that certain people are idiots or unknowledgeable, or certain people like something that's stupid about Superman, while the real fans know that the cool things about Superman are what make him Superman. I see him on Facebook, I see him on different web pages, I hear the arguments out in public. I occasionally visit a comic store and I hear the argument there as well. And the question always is, why do people like this? Why do people like that? Instead of liking the real Superman. And the thing is, everybody has their own idea of what that is. Is the real Superman the goofy, silly Christopher Reeve Donner films, where Christopher Reeve did a great job portraying the two sides of the character, but where Clark Kent was a complete fabrication and a complete goof, and as Bill in the Quentin Tarantino Kill Bill movie said, he's Superman's commentary on mankind. He's how he sees us. Clark Kent is who we are in Superman's eyes, this goofy, clumsy guy who can't get anything done. Is he the Brandon Routh version of the Richard Donner, Christopher Reeve films Superman, where he's a little more serious and Clark's maybe a little closer to the real guy? Or is he the Kirk Allen guy who turned into a cartoon when he flew away? Is he the more stocky, more manlier looking George Reeves from the early days, or is he the Smallville brooding Clark Kent who eventually becomes Superman, or is he this guy with no trunks in the new 52 who in this particular story beats up on Supergirl or whatever, because he's not actually the real guy, but he looks like him? Which one? You know, is he the guy from the animated series who actually faces off against characters like the Parasite and Metallo, and Lex Luthor's always there trying to, you know, get under his skin and trying to get things done? Is he the Dean Cain Superman, a little more stylish, a little more GQ, a little more completely real in terms of the Clark Kent who grew up on the farm and then became Superman, but Superman's the persona and he's not even sure he can pull it off? Which guy is he? And should we kill each other over it? That's me strangling someone. I think my point here is, no matter how emphatic you are about he needs to have trunks or he's not the real Superman, or the Smallville comic that's still going on, you know, somehow, unbelievably, even though the show was so terrible, isn't the real Superman because Tom Welling could never pull it off, or whether you're in the camp of Tom Welling should always be Superman, and if they don't cast him, I'm not going to go see any more movies because it's not the real Superman, or whether you really wanted a sequel to Superman Returns. The point is that there is no real Superman. There have been so many different variations on the character over the years. You know, he could be the Superman that was married to Lois for 20 years, or he could be the Superman who didn't really have a relationship with Lois for 70 years. You know, 60 years before he actually started dating her. Or he could be, you know, the Superman that had blue electric powers. There are so many different variations on the theme. Usually he's still a guy who wants to do right, even in Smallville, where he complained about it very often and where he made mistakes. You still felt like he wanted to do the right thing, he just wasn't sure what it was. In the simple serials where it was just bad guy versus good guy and there wasn't really any particular story or character growth, he was still a guy who was out there righting wrongs. In the George Reeves series, he had a little more comedy, he had a little more humor to him, but he was still going into the storage room to change into Superman to go out and save people. It's the same basic theme with slightly different variations as we go. And if you like one but don't like another, or you like kind of all of them in a certain way, but you like some better than others, that doesn't mean that yours isn't real or any more real than somebody else's is. So I guess what I'm saying is, Superman is Superman, and let's enjoy what we get as we get it, like what we like, disagree with what we disagree with, but try not to attack each other because we think something we like is more real than something somebody else likes. Thanks, everybody. Remember, always look up in the sky.